So it's a couple of days before you're going to open. You've got your hard drives in. You have ingested those hard drives. You have to go to build your SPL. So right now we're in manage. Anytime you want to build something new, remember you have to go into create, and you are going to take your template. So you mentioned maybe the first week or two that you're open might be doing some rep screenings. So you're getting you're like, oh, we're going to do a grand reopening and show some classics. Let's get Citizen Kane in here. So they send you a DCP of Citizen Kane. It's going to be a flat file because it's an old black and white movie. So you would go into create. You would take your flat template. You're going to copy it, just like when you save as a document on a computer, because you don't want to mess around with the actual template. You don't want to overwrite any of that information. So we're just going to copy it, and then we can name it whatever we want. So, here's today's date. 01/27/22. I don't know how to spell Q. Whatever.
That's fine.
Q test. Name it whatever you want. So now we can change anything we want, and it's going to be under this new name. It's not going to overwrite anything in the actual template. So something for you and Steve to discuss or figure out. Obviously you don't want landmark logos because you're not going to be a landmark theater. I find it useful to have some sort of placeholder there, because this tells you, or this tells me, it gives you a quick visual shorthand for, so all of this stuff gets the projector turned on and going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would program all of my ads and trailers in front of the logo. Then my movie would go after the logo. And then I know that these on the end here are all of my cues to turn everything back off.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to, so we're going to pretend like this is our Citizen Kane file. We're going to click and drag, and this little fuchsia line indicates where that file is going to actually drop on our playlist. So here's our landmark logo. Here's our Citizen Kane, the actual movie. So all of these built-in cues are, it's going to select the right lens. Projector start is striking your bulb. Start show is opening your dowser. And trailers, so that's actually a lighting cue. The trailers cue. That's going to bring the lights down by half instead of all the way. And then on the landmark logo, we've got this cue feature. That's another lighting cue that takes the lights from half to all the way down. Now you'll notice that there are no sound cues anywhere. Mm-hmm. So with no sound cues, when a playlist or when your SPL starts, it is going to default to whatever the last sound level you played was. Sorry, does that make sense?
Yeah.
The problem is that the auditoriums are all different sizes. So in my experience, one size doesn't fit all. So if we had a bunch of trailers here, so you want to show some trailers for stuff that is coming in a couple of weeks. So, here's, hey, for the family crowd, we're going to get that new Spider-Man. So we're working on a flat template. We want to make sure that we pick the flat trailer. So here's 2 different Spider-Man trailers. One of them's flat. one of them scope. You just want to make sure you match the aspect ratios. So I'm going to put my Spider-Man trailer here, and then also, you know, we're really trying to emphasize like families, cool. We're going to show Shazam 2. Kids love that stuff. Same thing, we want to make sure we've selected the flat, and click. Fuchsia line shows us where it's going to actually drop in. All right, so we have all of these cues. The lights are going to go down by half, and then our trailers start. So trailers and ads are, and you've experienced this, always louder than the movie, right? Especially here, people will just immediately run out of an auditorium. It is too. Do you want to blow my eardrums? It is so loud. This is unbelievable. So, you know, I'm just gonna nip that in the bud. I like showing the ads and trailers a little on the quiet side. So I'm going to select just one click, and you can see how it gets that kind of that bold outline around it. You don't want to do it on the second trailer because the cue is going to hit on whatever CPL you're working on. So if we do it on this one, then this ad or this trailer is going to play at like 7.0 and be incredibly loud, and then it won't get quieter until it hits the cue on this CPL. So we just want to make sure we're doing it on the right one. You could hypothetically do it at the end of this black MOS, but I find it easier to just, again, not mess with the template itself. So anyway, so we want to add a cue. We want it to not be super loud. We've got this CPL highlighted. We're going to right click. We're going to add a cue. Oh shit. All right. Pardon my French on your training video there. So right here it says choose one screen. It's because there are some cues that are specific to each projector, and because we have all the projectors turned off, it's just not reading any of them. So that is an easy fix. We're going to just cancel this for just a moment. We're just going to go turn all our projectors back on.